Hey there, beautiful souls. Stick around to the end. I've got a surprise free gift that'll make your December a lot more exciting. You don't want to miss it. Welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new, welcome for the first time. And if you're returning, welcome back to the family. 2025 has been a wild cosmic ride. Lessons, breakthroughs, maybe even a few breakdowns. December's astrology ties it all together in ways that might just surprise you. Now, before we dive deeper, take a second to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free and really helps the channel grow. While December might have a rough and confusing start, the vibes turn around as you prepare to wrap up the year. An incredibly strong connection with your inner compass guides you, and you're feeling ready to tackle any obstacle along the way. You'll end 2025 feeling strong and truly determined to make 2026 your best year yet. December 4th's full moon in Gemini spells big changes and redirections that might seem annoying, but in the long run, you'll see why they're needed. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces will feel this the most intensely and will need to manage stress wisely. December 10th, Neptune stations direct, which can bring a shift in how we perceive dreams, illusions, and our spiritual path, potentially leading to a clearer sense of reality. When Mars enters its home sign of Capricorn on December 15th, it brings a powerful surge of energy, discipline, and ambition, making it a great time for focused work and long-term goals. The winter solstice in the northern hemisphere begins when the sun enters Capricorn on December 21st, shifting the focus to structure, responsibility, and long-term planning. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, this one is for you. And finally, on Christmas Eve, December 24th, Venus in Capricorn brings a more grounded and practical approach to love, relationships, and finances. All right, hang tight, my friends, because your tarot reading is just ahead. Let's see how these December energies are playing out for you personally. Okay, beautiful souls, this is a reading for Cancer. And as I mentioned in the intro, I will be giving away a free gift, but I'll talk more about that at the end of the reading, since I know many of you are here only to hear the messages of the tarot. Now, as always, remember, not every message will resonate for everyone, because these are general intuitive readings, right? So just take what feels aligned for you and leave the rest for someone else. I have already shuffled your cards, and I have asked for blessings from the angels, your spirit guides, and from the universe. So let's see what messages they have for you today. All right, Cancer. Well, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles with the Four of Swords, and you have this Three of Cups, all under the umbrella of the World card as your overarching energy, the theme of your month. The theme of your month is, I feel like for you, that every ounce of effort you've invested, whether it's been over the last few months, over this year, over many years, for all the meticulous hard work that you've put in, for all of your keen eye and detail. You've been using a very methodical approach here to your work, and you've been very, very focused in on that. That's why I say there's meticulous hard work here that's going on. And I just feel like you know, for you, it's finally going to bear some fruit. And you have this 3 of Cups here at the end of the month. So there's a little bit of celebration there. And this is what the World card is all about, right? Finally completing something, finally getting to the end of the Fool's journey, right? The World card is the last card in the major arcana. The Fool is the 0 card, and this is the end. So it's like the journey is completed and you get to start a new journey again. But I'm also feeling very much with this World card that, you know, you really are, I want to say, as if you feel like you've been tested and you have actually passed the test. All right? So I feel like that is for somebody the message they need to hear. They've passed the test, okay? Or you passed the test. You've mastered something. You've really been able to show yourself for your skills, and people around you feel like, you know, oh, if there's somebody we want to put in charge, it's Cancer. If it's somebody we want something to get done, well, let's put Cancer there because they're going to get it done. Because you've been so focused. That is that 8 of Pentacles. Just head down, keep working at it, improving it, honing your skills, your craft, your what have you. But also with that 7 of Pentacles, that's saying, you know, you really have a methodical approach to this. You're saying, what process really works here? What is going to bring the results? Okay? Now, also, for some of you, I want to say that with this 3 of Pentacles, maybe not so much with this 4, but we'll talk about that at 4 of Swords in a minute. But this 3 of Pentacles, what I'm getting off of this is that you're not just seen as somebody who's really good at what they do. Although you are, because that is the card of the 3 of Pentacles, is saying you're really good at what you do. But I also feel it's more like you're so much at the top of your game that you see these 2 characters, they're looking for advice from this one here. Okay, the Master. Remember I said mastery, okay? And I feel like you not only are seen as the professional and you're really good at what you do, but you've also become irreplaceable, and that's where this 4 of Swords comes in. Because you're irreplaceable, well, then you're in charge of everything, and that's going to drain your energy, all right? So there's messages there for whoever that resonates with, okay? Now, I feel like whoever you work with in that 3 of Pentacles, I feel like your colleagues, your acquaintances, whoever you deal with, they hold you in some kind of deep admiration, because it's like not only are your abilities really good technically, but they lend a helping hand somewhere to somebody. So it could be that you offer really good advice, really sage advice, or you are just simply a pillar of support when it's needed, okay? So no matter what, at the end of the day, you pass the test. You passed the test, and you've passed the test, okay? Now, I do also feel that, you know, in these 3, okay, again, because it's all very, very work-related here, okay? I kind of feel in these 3 cards here that, you know, with whatever success you gain, whatever you get at the end of the road here, at the end of this journey that you've taken here, with that success comes a new layer of responsibility, all right? So the expectations on you are quite high, and they may have been higher now than they've ever been, all right? But I feel like the universe is pushing you to collaborate with people. It is pushing you to continue to put in that detail. I feel like it's pushing you to leverage the momentum that you've reached. So if you're improving things as you go along, right? So you reach a plateau, and then you reassess, and then you put an extra level of effort, you tweak things, and then, you push forward and you leverage that momentum of what you've already built. Okay, so I do say that, of course, through this journey, you're going to feel some exhaustion, right? That's what this Four of Swords is all about. And, remembering, though, at the same time, sometimes it's a good exhaustion in that it's a little bit exhilarating, and you kind of feel like you're full of satisfaction for the opportunities that you've taken advantage of, and for whatever growth you've received, whether that's personal or work-wise. All right? Now, let's get into, sorry, let me just fix this. Now, let's get into this end of the month, the Three of Cups, right? The Three of Cups closes out your month as you head into the holiday season, and as the new year approaches. You're sort of at the heart of the festivities, okay? And you've got warmth around you, you've got support around you, your friends, family, colleagues. There's some celebratory energy there. So I feel like this journey, whatever this is, you're coming to sort of the end of a cycle with this World card. You've passed the test, you've gone on to, you're ready to start something new, some new challenges come where you can shine and you can embrace, this sort of pivotal moment for yourself as you go into the new year, all right? Now, for some of you, I feel like, I want to go back to this card because not only am I feeling you got your head down and you're working, for some of you, it's not just about being that little worker bee. For some of you, it's time to accept that there's a bit of a dual role there for you as worker bee, but also as a leader. And it's not just about, and that's beautiful, you have the Wheel of Fortune behind it, but it's not just about accomplishing those goals. It's about surpassing them, okay? So making way for the future that's really teeming with promise. It's full of possibilities for you. So it's time for you to embrace it and cherish it so that you can continue on this journey of yours, all right? Now, I'm going to start to pull out the clarifiers because I think this is lovely energy, Cancer, and let's just see where we're going with that. All right, let's see what clarifiers we get against this Eight of Pentacles. This is all about hard work, keeping your head down. But as I said, also about now maybe trying to start to be a bit more of a leader. You're very concentrated on your work here, Cancer, and you're making really good decisions. You have this Two of Swords. Two of Swords is oftentimes a figure who's blindfolded and can't decide, do I go left, do I go right? But that's not this Two of Swords. This Two of Swords has this figure very clearly standing up on a rock saying, I know which direction I want to go in. Okay, so you know what direction you want to go in, and when these things come up for you, these questions, these decisions that you have to make, well, you're making them, right? You're making them, and that's a lot easier for you to be making them. Some people have very hard times when they're brought up with two, things that they have to decide. You know exactly where you want to go in here. And you also had this Fool card just pop up. I mean, literally was flying out of my deck here. I mean, the Fool is that card of saying your time for the fresh journey. So I just literally said, this is the end. Well, this is the start of the major arcana. So you have, at the end of this saying you've accomplished it, you're ready to take something new on. That's what the Fool is. It's the card of saying, I want to start a new task, a new journey, something unexpected, but something that's going to, bring you back some feelings of, okay, I accomplished that. Now let me start something new that I can accomplish. So it's an unexpected opportunity sometimes for people that kind of just shows up out of nowhere. So that might be your case. But it's also an energy of saying you need to be a bit more open, or to take a leap of faith here, and to just kind of let things flow into you, right? It's the innocence of a child, this Fool energy, in that, you see, he's so just like, he's just ready to take a leap off that, doesn't even see that the cliff is not there, or that there's another step for him as he's stepping off of that cliff. All right, so it's definitely a fresh start here for you, and you're ready to kind of dive into it head first with, without any risk taking, like, or risk assessment that's going on. You're ready to take the risk and say, hey, let me give it a shot. Okay, let's continue to get one more clarifier for this 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're building yourself your 10 of Pentacles right there, which is your legacy. You're building your future. You're building what you would like for your future. Now, why I love this one is this has got a beautiful little home, and got family and neighbors, and it's just all kind of a nice feeling of building that great future for yourself, something that's comfortable, Cancer. All right, so I feel like whatever this is, you're building for yourself this pivotal, as I said before, this is a bit of a pivotal moment where, for some of you, in your career, it's going to allow you to start to build this future that you've wanted for a long time. Now, in that 7 of Pentacles, that 7 of Pentacles is that card of saying, how do I reassess? How do I make it better, right? We grow things, or at least this guy is, right? This guy's growing something, and he's got this bush here, and he's got all these pentacles, but he's also sitting there and saying, what do I need to do next to make them really, really flourish, or make it grow, get it ready for the picking, if you will, right? So, in effect, this is about you really being methodical in the way that you think about whatever this next step is for you in your life. Okay, so with the hard work also comes a little bit of patience, but then you get rewarded for that hard work and patience, because you're waiting for whatever that is to bear fruit. All right, so you're going to reap what you sow here, but you also are going to take stock and take a look at what you've got so far, sort of your inventory of whatever in your life, and you're going to say to yourself, how do I succeed here a little bit further? How do I push it a little further? How do I take it to the next level? So let's clarify that 7 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles for Cancer. What are you pushing to the next level here? 9 of Pentacles. That freedom financially, okay? That is what the 9 of Pentacles is. The 9 of Pentacles says you have more than enough to be happy financially, right? It's that saying, I've built the environment that I want for my future. Now, I want to call this out because I think it's very important for you to see. You have the 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. So you are leveling up here, Cancer, in Pentacles all the way up, and this is all about the material world for you, what's in the material. All right, so whatever this new pivotal moment is for you, whatever this professional passing of the test might be, it's all leading toward your financial freedom. It's all leading toward your being able to build the life that you want to build. You have the 8 of Cups, so you're certainly not afraid to say, this is great, this has served me well for this long, and now I think I need to move forward and walk away from the things that, yes, they've been great, but that's only, in life we go through stages. Something serves us for a period of our life, and then we must shift and change into another phase, and then something new becomes the norm for us. So you're okay to walk away from anything that doesn't really make you happy anymore, or is not providing you that vision or the ability to obtain that 10 of Pentacles that you want to have. All right. One more clarifier for the 7 of Pentacles here. Yeah, 2 of Cups. You want to build good relationships. You want to do this with somebody that you care about this life. See, this 10 of Pentacles is going into this 2 of Cups. So you want to do this in a very good relationship. Now, I also say that this 2 of Cups going into this 3 of Pentacles is about the people that you work with. As I said to you, you are irreplaceable. You are not only just really good at what you do and you're professional at what you do, and everybody wants you to be the one to run these little mini projects and things, but you are also the one who builds the relationships well. Okay, so whatever you're doing there, you're building these really nice relationships. Now, as I said, the work that they're going to put on you obviously means that you're going to have a bit of a, you're going to need a bit of a rest there with that 4 of Swords. And it's interesting because in this position, right here in this 3rd week, I think 2 other signs got this card, that 4 of Swords, in the exact same position. So I think it was Aries, maybe even Taurus had that. So it kind of tells me that as we get to the end of the road of December, everybody needs that much needed break. All right. So let's clarify this. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. You're giving of your knowledge. You're giving of your advice to people. You're giving sage advice, and you're teaching people. And you've got that 6 of Pentacles. So you're bringing about a really nice balance here, in that you're also making a little bit of, maybe more money here because you are leveling up professionally. All right. So, you might be working hard and you're making money, but that, also going to have to find that balance, because 6 of Pentacles is also about balance between the give and the take, right? What do you give to people and what do you take back, right? And that you might be giving all this hard work and energy and whatever and advice, but taking back your rest, your recovery period, your health. That's that 4 of Swords. So it's finding the balance between those 2 cards there of the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. All right. Let's continue to clarify. There is that 3 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. How many Pentacles you got on this table? You have the 8, the 7, the 3. You have the 9, the 10, the 3 again, and the 6. Well. So you have the 3 of Pentacles. That clarifies the 3 of Pentacles. When you get it, for me as a reader, when you get a clarification card under a main card that's the exact same card, for me that says this message is very important. It's the universe saying I meant what I meant. Okay, the 3 of Pentacles is about mentoring people. Okay, it's about teaching. Very clearly on this card, this guy is teaching these characters, whereas that one is more of a collaborative. Okay, but you are definitely giving advice, teaching, helping people. So more than ever, you will need that balance to find your rest. Let's get one more clarifier for the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, you're carrying, you've got the 7 of Pentacles here. You're carrying, I was just going to say, you're carrying a bit of a load there, but you're not really, but it's like you're improving things as you're carrying this heavy work or whatever it is that you're doing. And so you are in effect, nurturing whatever this is, because that's the 7 of Pentacles. So, all right, let's do this again. 3 twice. You have the 6. You have the 7 twice. You have the 8. You have the 9. You have the 10. Okay, you did just really, this is your Pentacles month, my friends. Your Pentacles month. All right. So with all this hard work, you're certainly passing the test. We get to the end of the year and it's time for celebrations, right? That's what that Three of Cups is all about. You were really time to kick back with friends and family, loved ones, and really come into some celebrations there. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which says it's your time. It's your time to really enjoy the good times. That's the feeling I'm getting off of the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune for many readers is a card of destiny. It's a card of luck. It's the card of fate. And it could be all of that. But it's also sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. And this is an up time for you. And you're in that celebratory mode. Okay? Let's clarify the Three of Cups with 2 more clarifiers, please. 7 of Wands, standing in your power, standing tall, feeling good, saying I can take on anything, feeling quite confident about what you have built. All right, let's get 1 more clarifier for the Three of Cups. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you can't make that up with the number of pentacles on this table, my friends. Knight of Pentacles saying, yeah, now as you end the year, right, with this celebration, you're ready to restart that new whatever journey, that new annual year for you in 2026 with sort of an eye to one step at a time. Let's see where this year takes me. All right, let's get you an oracle message. Answer. Message for Cancer, please. You have the card called Transition. And I would say, yes, this is definitely a transition from you from one journey into the new journey, from one year into the other year. I'm going to get the book and I will read to you what it says. So give me 1 second. Let's find it. Transition. The presence of this card indicates change and a transition between 2 chapters of life, inevitable endings and new beginnings, and the integration of a more expanded cycle involve letting go of the past to make way for new growth and transformation. Whether challenging or welcome, the open door of transition is inescapable. This card invites you to trust the greater plan and move forward in the spirit of love and hope. Be honest about old ways of life that no longer serve your highest potential, and concentrate on what you need to be balanced, visualized, and connected to your spiritual center. Okay, everything that we talked about here, right? Transition, this is going from the end of a cycle into a new. So closing the old and opening the new beginnings right there, right? That's part of it, right? Going from the change of the cycle from the endings to the new beginnings. Then we talked about the finding the balance. That's the other thing that we talked about there. It also mentions the growth. As I said to you, you're growing and nurturing something in here, right? And that you're letting go of anything that's not going to serve you anymore. All right, my lovely ones, that's it for your reading. Now, if you stayed with me all the way to the end, here's the special gift that I mentioned at the start of the video. As a way to say thank you for all your love and support, for all the likes, for all the people who listen to these videos, for everybody who's subscribed to these videos, for everybody out there who supports this channel, I am offering free 30-minute personal tarot readings. Free 30-minute personal tarot readings. Absolutely free, no money involved at all. Okay? Now, these are going to be available, these readings, from December 1st to the 23rd, and they'll be on a first come, first served basis, because my calendar can obviously only fit so many people. Now, if I have an overwhelming amount of people who are so interested in this, well, then maybe I'll, continue it into January, but we'll see how that goes. And I will fit as many people as I can in. So, if you would like to claim your free reading, in the description box below this video, there is a link to my email address. All right, it'll be right at the top of the description box below this video. And you can use that to contact me, and this way you can let me know what your preferred topic is, and what question you want to explore in your 30-minute reading, and then I can reach out to you to schedule your time, because we may be in different time zones or what have you, and I can send you your private Zoom link, because these will be done over Zoom privately. All right, so that's what you need to do if you want to claim this offer. All right, I truly hope to connect with you one-on-one soon, and if not, I'll see you again here very soon. Until then, as always, I'm wishing you divine light and love.